70% of households in America own a pet. That's not only encouraging news for the domesticated animals of the world who need a home, but also for the hundreds of thousands of veterinary clinics across the entire United States. In other words, if 70% of households own a pet, 70% of them also need to ensure that their pets receive adequate veterinary care. At its core, that's a business opportunity, and I'll admit that you most likely didn't start a veterinary practice with the same mindset of large corporations. Revenue isn't what drives you. Your love for animals is your primary motivation. However, revenue is what helps keep your lights on and helps support you financially. So part of running a veterinary clinic means implementing similar strategies that for-profit entities survive and grow off of. Out of all the different strategies that exist in the business world, the most effective set derives from marketing. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to give you 5 positively effective veterinary marketing strategies. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first strategy I have for you is branding and identity. Studies show that a consistent brand presentation increases revenue by up to 33%. In other words, creating a strong brand identity for your veterinary clinic presents a great growth opportunity for your organization. Luckily for you, coming up with a cool brand and or logo for a vet is easy. The image on the screen right now is a great example of pulling off stellar branding for a veterinarian clinic. Wyoga Veterinary Hospital in Ohio has a great logo that's memorable and unique. But branding also involves your organization's identity. In other words, it even extends to how your organization portrays itself on social media platforms. Let's continue on with our example and take a look at how Wyoga Veterinary Hospital portrays itself on social media. You can tell their brand identity immediately on the latest post they made. This is obviously a repost of a meme, but it further solidifies their pet-friendly and approachable brand identity. Second, building a stellar online presence. The last section I just went over is a perfect segue into this one. Running a successful business goes hand in hand with having a stellar online presence. Coincidentally, we looked at 2 important aspects associated with building an online presence in the last section. But they're so important that we ought to go through them in more detail. The starting point for building an online presence is your website. Having a website is one thing, but it won't do you any good if it's not user-friendly or modern. After all, 88% of users are less likely to return to a website after a bad experience. What does a good website look like? Well, you could rewind and refer to the example screenshot from Wyoga Veterinary Hospital that we went over, or you could look at this new example. Step 2, social media. Social media is obviously very important in today's modern business world, and it provides you with the ability to connect with your audience. For this example, we can look at Wyoga Hospital again, but there's no need to, you get the idea. Third, search engine optimization or SEO. SEO is an acronym that's used to describe the process of optimizing your website to land better on search engine result pages. Although it sounds technical, it's not as difficult as you might think, and we kind of went through it already. Rather than finding keywords and writing about them in a blog, you can also sprinkle them throughout your web pages. Some examples of the keywords you should include are things like pet care and veterinary services. Integrating these keywords naturally into your website's content and service pages will make a big difference in attracting more clients for you. And although you should integrate industry-related keywords throughout your website, the real value of a local veterinary clinic comes from local SEO. There are definitely people searching for veterinary clinic in your city, and you should absolutely take advantage of that. Keywords that relate specifically to your services within your local community are extremely high value to you. Fourth, email marketing. Imagine having a community of local pet owners who actively want to hear from your business about updates, events, and content that you just published. Think about how beneficial that could be to your organization and growing it. The good news is that what I'm describing is essentially email marketing, and it works extremely well in converting new business. In fact, the average ROI from email marketing is $36 for every $1 spent. You simply don't see returns that high from any other marketing strategy. All you have to do is add a form on your website where people can sign up for your organization's newsletter by entering their name and email. Visitors will naturally start signing up for your newsletter as you drive traffic to your website. Meanwhile, you're creating consistent content on your website because of the value it brings. So that's exactly what you should send your newsletter signups. Send them a summary of a new blog post or prompt them to watch a video that you created to nurture your audience. Fifth, online reviews and reputation management. 40% of people believe that online reviews are very important when making decisions about pet care services. So, how do you foster an experience that leads to better reviews? It's pretty simple, actually. Reputation management all starts with encouraging feedback. If you actively ask and direct your most loyal clients to leave you a good review, they'll most likely do it. You may encourage your newer clients to leave you a good review as well, but it might take a little bit more work on your end to get them to follow up and follow through. To encourage the more stubborn or non-tech savvy clients to leave a review for your clinic, all you have to do is provide an incentive. Utilizing the marketing strategies outlined in this video to elevate your veterinary clinic might seem like you have a lot of work ahead of you. And I can't deny it, there's a lot involved. However, rather than viewing it as work, you should view it as a massive opportunity to grow your organization. You also don't have to implement everything at once. Pick a few of the strategies we went through that you think you can stay consistent with and slowly introduce more over time. No doubt you'll see benefits from implementing these strategies. Just don't overwhelm yourself. If you'd like to learn more about marketing your veterinary clinic, reach out to eTactics. And you already made this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, comment below.